All right, guys, today we're going to start with our first activity, and the activity that we are doing today is counting words and sentences. I'm going to say some sentences, and I want you to echo them, and then push one of your counters for all the words you hear in each sentence. So you're going to push one counter like this for every word you hear in a sentence. Word you hear in the sentence I read. All right, the first one is ready. Get your counters ready. A dog sleeps. A dog sleeps. Let me see. Students would push. A dog sleeps. Good. There are 3 words in that sentence. A dog sleeps. A dog sleeps. All right, number 2. The red bird flies. Show me with your counters. You push them up. A red bird flies. Good. Let's count them. A red bird flies. That's 4. A red bird flies. That's 4. Perfect. The next sentence is, the snow fell on the ground. Let me see you push. 1, 2, 3. Good job. The snow fell on the ground. There are 6 words in that sentence. 6 is correct. Now we're going to do an alphabet activity. You're going to touch and name the letters on the alphabet strip, accenting every other letters. So at this time, the students would have one of their alphabet strips. We didn't get the materials to bring home, so they said that we could do as best as we can. So they would have one of these strips, and then they would practice as they point, say each letter, and accent the second one. So it would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Good job. Now we're going to read our high frequency words in the review deck. Let me get the review deck out. The first word is I. Good. And the students would read these. So I. They'd repeat N, sit, A. Sorry, that one's sit, as, is, and, last, did. So they would repeat the words because they're review words. And today we're going to be adding one word to our deck. The word is if. Say it. If. What word is this? If. Good job. The word is if. I wonder if you're going to remember this word when I put it in our deck. So then I'd put it in our deck. Let's practice these words again. I, in, of course they'd be saying this, sit, if, sat, sit, as, is, and, last, did. And of course I'd have the pretty deck to review the words. All right. Let's practice our deck with our new word if in it, which we just did. Okay, now it's time for our reading deck, and we're going to review our consonants. So then I would hold up the reading deck. The student would say the letter, the word, and the sound. So T, table, T. P, pig, P. N, nest. S, socks. S. L, leaf. L. D, dog. D. F, fish. F. H, house. I'm going to shuffle these so they get a little bit more challenging for you next time. Okay. Next up is our vowels. Can you guys tell me what vowels are? They would repeat. Vowels are sounds that are open and voiced. A, E, I, O, U. Great job. Now tell me about a closed syllable. The students will repeat. Closed syllables ends in a consonant, and if the vowel is short, you code it with the breve. We would also be doing hand signals at this time, which I'm using it as a place holder right now. So consonants are sounds that you hear and you close the mouth. The sound is blocked by the tongue, our teeth, our lips. So we would be doing that because they've already learned hand signals. And of course, for our SPED kiddos, we have visuals that we'll have made. They have like a dyslexia binder that they keep, and we have all this stuff in it for each student. All right. Now we're going to practice 2 vowels. The vowels are A, apple, ah. Good job. I, igloo, eh. They're both coded with the breve. I'm sorry, I'm having kids all of a sudden now that I'm recording. Everybody wants to come in here. I'm going to add these to our deck for tomorrow. Today we're also going to be learning a new unvoiced consonant. H. So I need you to get your dyslexia mirrors out. Here's your dyslexia mirrors. I'm going to say some words and I want you to echo while looking in your mirrors. So students will echo the following words while looking at themselves in the mirror. The first word is ham. Good job. Say it again. Ham. Good job. One more time. Ham. Next, we would do the word hug, and we would repeat it 3 times as they're looking in the mirror. Hug. Hug. The next word is hippo. Again, 3 times looking in their mirrors. And I'd say to them, what sound was the same in all of these words? The student's response would be H. And I'd say, yeah, good job. So is H a vowel or a consonant? The student's response would be consonant. And I'd ask them, is it voiced or unvoiced? And they'd say, it is open but not voiced. And I'd say, that's correct. Yay. Good. It is open but not voiced. This is a special letter too because it is the only consonant not visibly blocked and articulated in your throat. I'm going to add these to our review decks so we can keep practicing them. Now I need you to get out your dry erase boards and we're going to see what letter is making the sound. I'm going to write the word on the board. You guys are used to us practicing this. Remember our I for initial, our M for medial, and our F for final. Okay? Here's the first word. H-U-R-R-Y. The word is hurry. Let's break it down. What position do you hear the sound? Good. First, initial. Correct. The next word is HELICOP. Oopsies, TER. Helicopter. Let's sound it out. Helicopter. What sound do you hear the sound? Good job. The initial sound. H in the medial or final positions usually does not make a sound. And we'll keep reviewing that. Next, we have a riddle. I am building, I'm going to repeat the riddle for you guys first. I am a building for residents. Does anybody know what residence means? Good, that's correct. Absolutely. I am a building for residents. I am built in neighborhoods for people to live in. I have windows and doors. I am a... And I would show them that the card that has H house on it. And then I would repeat it with them. Good. H house. I am a house. Say it again. Students respond. H house. One more time. H house. H house. I'm going to add this to our slide deck in the consonant section so we can go revisit that. Next, I'm going to model, I would model this for the students, of an H on a board. So we're just going to use this whiteboard. I know some people use whiteboards. We have a bigger one that we use, especially when we do dyslexia. So I would write down, big line down, another big line down, and then I would do a line to connect them across. So as I do this again, I want you guys to skywrite with me. So again, big line down, and one across to connect it. Big line down, and a line across to connect them. Let's do it one more time together. Big line down, and across to connect them. Good job. We'll be doing everything in threes too. Kendall McKinney, hi, I'm so excited that you're reviewing me. All right, now let's look at the linkage page I gave you. And that's gonna look like this. I'm just dropping everything right now. Okay. So in this first box, we're pretending this is an H, by the way. In this box 1, I want you to say the letter as you trace first with your finger, okay? And we're gonna describe how we make an H. And then we'll use our pencil to do this 3 more times, okay? So we're gonna say H, down, across, H. You can even say it big line down, short across if you'd like. Okay, now let's do it one more time with our fingers. Big line down, one across. Now I want you to pick up your pencil and you're going to trace the H. And we're going to repeat how we do it. Big line down, line across. Big line down, across to connect them. Big line down, one to connect them. Good job. Everyone point to box 2. Let me see you all point to box 2. Good job. Okay. In box 2, we're going to check wow Can anybody repeat to me what wow means? What do we do when we wow? We'll make sure that our feet are flat in the right position under our desk. Let me check. Yep, your feet are flat. Your position is good. Your paper position is good. We're going to hold our paper like this with our hand. Our hands are where they need to be on the paper. And then let me see you use your pencil grip. Johnny, put your pencil down and let me see you pick it up again. Good job. Let me see those pinch your fingers. Good job. Okay. We're going to make an exact copy of H as you name it on the paper. So let me show you first. Down, down, a line across. Long line down, long line down, one to cross to connect them. Let me see you do that first. Good. All of you did that? Okay, now you can pick up your pencils and I want you to do it again. Write big line down, across. Let me hear you say it. Big line down, across. Good job. Now in box 3, we're going to write the H from our minds, okay? So I want you to stand up and I want you to skywrite the letter H. Big line down, across. Let me see you do it again. Big line down, across. Let me see you do it again. Big line down, across. Good. Now sit back down. I want you to close your eyes and practice making an H with your finger. You can do it at your seat or you can stand back up. Close your eyes. Big line down, connect with a line across. Big line down, line to connect across. Good job. Now I want you to use your pencil and write that letter H in that box 3. Kids, big line down, across. Does that look good? Are you happy with the H? Is it connected? Is the lines going over? Look at your H. Are you satisfied with it? Big line down, across. We look. Checking, giving feedback. Good job. Now, number 4, you guys know that we always come back to number 4 when we do our spelling lesson. So we're going to put this aside. Just leave it there. We're going to go on to our next activity. Now I'm going to say some phonemes, and I want you to blend and say the words. So let me do the first one. Has. Your turn. Your turn. I'm going to say the phonemes, and then you're going to tell me what word it is. What word is it? Has. Oh, good job. Let's do it one more time. Has. Good job. The next word is it. What word is it? Hit. Oh, good job. Miss A, I want to do it on my own. Okay, let me try to do it on your own. It. What word is it? Hit. Good job. Next word is hand. What word is it? Hand. Good job. Sometimes if they don't get it, we'll go back. I'll do it slower. It just will depend on what SPED group we're working in. Sometimes we get hung up on some of these. Some are better at phonemes and others, some are better than spelling. You know that. You've been in the SPED field forever. Now I'm going to write some words on the board and we're going to code and read these words. So I'm going to model coding the word hit for them. I'm going to do the first one and then you guys can turn the paper over and we're going to practice. The word is hit. Is this a closed syllable word or open? Is it closed or open? Good, closed. How do you know that? And a student would say, a closed syllable word ends with a consonant and has a short vowel. Does this end with a consonant? Does it have a short vowel? He is correct. So let's go ahead and code it. Because whenever we have a closed syllable word that ends with a consonant and short vowel, we're going to code it with a what? A macron? Try better. A breathe. Yes, good job. So here is my vowel, is the I, and here is my consonant, the T, and we're going to code it with the breathe. Okay, let's do the next word. I want you guys to write the word hat on your paper. I would give them wait time to write the word hat. All right, well, first thing I want you guys to do is code it. So they would write vowel, consonant, and they would code it with a breathe. That is correct. At. Good job. It's a closed syllable, remember, because it has a consonant at the end and a short vowel, and so we code it with a breathe. All right, last one. I want you guys to write the word hand. And once you do that, you guys can go ahead and code it. So they would do vowel, consonant, and code it with a breathe. So then they would show me their papers. And I would review it. Good job. As a vowel, hand. It has a vowel, A. The consonant is N. It's a short vowel. We code it with a breathe. Closed syllable. Good job. So now I'm going to have you guys finish coding the rest of the words. And if you look on the second paper in your little packet, you guys have the words that I want you to code. And we're not going to do all of those words. We're just going to do the first 2 lines. So go ahead and start doing that. And I'm going to be watching you guys and helping you. Okay? So of course I would give them time to do that. And then we would, after that, we're going to review an open accented syllable and what that is. And so we would review an open accented syllable says what? We would review the suffix and box it off. And we would do that continuously because that's on the bottom of that paper that you're not seeing because we didn't get that. But I've seen the books, so I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Now we're going to do some handwriting. And first, let's review our WOW procedures again, which I would show them the poster of WOW. And we would review this again, and I would ask questions to kind of make it fun so it's not so redundant. And so they have lined paper. So now on your lined paper, we're going to practice writing a row of H. Okay? So remember how to do that? Can someone tell me how we make an H? Long line down, and across. So we're going to start doing that first with our capital letter, and then we're going to do the lowercase letter. So they would go ahead and do that. Wait time. Next, I'm going to model how we do a lowercase h. Okay? And we are going to do that by going everything is falling. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to, where did my paper go? Start with, let's use this side on this day. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a dive down with our line, big line down, okay? Then we're going to swim up and over. So up and over and down, okay? So big line down, and we're going to swim up and over, and then just keep continuing that down. Big line down, swim up and over and down. Notice where the line is. Is my H going like this? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? Tell me what two things I did wrong there. The kids will respond. I'd open some questions because sometimes kids get a little lazy when they do handwriting. And so it's important to have the proper technique. So I would go probably more into that for 2 SPED kiddos specifically that I'm thinking of. And then I would have the kids practice forming letters in these following words, which is hip, hip, and has. And I would have a model to show them. So I would model maybe hit first. Let's model the word hit. Big line down. You swim up and go down. Lowercase h, I, t, down and across. So I would model how to do those words. Most of the kids, except for 2 that I'm thinking of, they're kind of younger, which just needs a little bit more guidance for us. But that would happen. And we would review again. So tell me one more time how to make an uppercase H, and I would have them skywrite it. And then I would have them show me the lowercase h, and we would practice skywriting that one since we hadn't done it yet. And this is just something extra. I know that dyslexia doesn't have us do, but our SPED kiddos need all the repetition that they can get. So I also color code a lot of stuff for them. So a lot of this stuff in dyslexia, especially if they have dysgraphia as well with dyslexia, like I use highlighters, markers, anything I can give them to make them get it as a visual, we do it in our SPED room. All right, spelling would be next. And next we're going to review phonemes from our spelling deck. So I'd get out our spelling deck that I don't have here. And I would have all these decks available for every lesson. We have a pretty good organization system. And we will know where each kid's at, obviously. So I would have show them a picture of I, and then I would say I. Now I would have them write it with their finger on their desk. The next letter would be T. I'd go T, and they would write a T. T. I would have them repeat it. T. What sound is it? T. Let me see you draw it, air draw it. I call it air draw. Drawing just to make it like airdropping because they all like iPhones. Anyways, so we would go through I, T, P, P, N, N, S, A, Z, Z. I'd have them feel their throats. L, feeling their throats. D, D, and F, F. So we would air draw those. And I do have them actually do it on the desk. If they want to do it later, just to show me, some kids do in the air sky draw, that's fine. But for this one, I would have them do it just so that they can feel it. One kid I try to use sand with just because it's more tactile for him and it gets him more interested. So now at this point, we're going to go back to our linkage page and we're going to fill it out completely by filling out box 4. So I would say house. Repeat after me. H, house. Showing them the card. H, house. And sometimes I have the kids do this so they can feel the H on their hands. It's just any little tricks of the trade we do in SPED we use. And I would have them do this. We would do it 3 times. We would write this in our box on 4. And then I would say, I'm going to add H to our card deck so that we can always practice it and have it in there. Next, you're going to echo the following words after me. If you hear H and anywhere in the word, the sound, I want you to give me a thumbs up. If you don't hear it, put your thumbs down. Now remember, don't copy your neighbors because they could be wrong. Ready? The first word is hot. Do you hear an H sound in the word hot? Let's sound it out. Hot. Good job. You gave me a thumbs up. For my kids that are higher, depending on what groups we have, I might say what position it's in, but for this one, we're just looking for if they hear the sound. The next word is loafers. Repeat after me, loafers. Loafers. Do you hear an H sound? Thumbs up or thumbs down? We would continue with this with the word hug, have, and fold. And then we would move on to reviewing our SOS procedures. And first, we just go through that. Does anybody tell me what SOS procedures are? And of course, we have a poster of that. And we have visuals of the SOS too, because they're dyslexia, so some of them can't read it. So first, you're going to say the word carefully. Yep, good job. Who can tell me number 2? Then we're going to repeat the word. Yes, that's right. You're going to echo the word after me. And then 3, you will use sound boxes and move one of your counters that you have and in a box for every sound that you hear. Next, I want you to move your counter down, and you're going to write in that box a grapheme for each phoneme, okay? And then we will read the words to check. So, and they're used to doing this. The word is hat. I have them go through all the steps. Hat. Say the word hat. Good. Then you're going to use the boxes. Let me see. Hat. So they would go push it up. And then they're going to write a grapheme for each phoneme in these words. So I would have them do hat, the word hat, hits, and our last word they want us to practice is hiss. So hiss. There's more apparently in the dyslexia big books, but they gave us just partial lessons to record. And then the last thing we would do, I know I'm over 30 minutes, I'm sorry. You're going to listen to a poem, and it's called Mary Had a Little Lamb. I'm going to read the rhyme, okay? And next I'm going to chop it up. We're going to chop it up. And you guys are going to repeat after me. So I would read, Mary had a little lamb. Her fleece was white as snow everywhere that Mary went. I'm making this up because we didn't get a copy of this, but they probably thought we could remember Mary had a little lamb. I'm now having brain fog. The fleece was white everywhere that Mary went. Her was wet to snow. As soon as I get offline, I'm going to remember this because now I just did it like an hour ago. Okay. So repeat after me. Mary had a little lamb. Mary had a little, what, Miss A? Lamb. Remember, Mary had a little lamb. It was little. She had a lamb. And I would try to put some stuff for V and V in there in their brains because I'm trying to get training in that because I think it's spectacular for some of our kids. Just a little side note. I know you know me, Kendall, so I'm like trying to go fast here. So they would repeat, I'd chop up the poem. They would repeat phrases that I repeat. I would do short phrases because some of our kids can't remember. If they're in Mary Had a Little Lamb, then some of them cannot remember a sentence. Some of them can. Our AUK kids can. Now I'm going to ask you to tell me what you know about the poem. So then I'd read the poem and pause for students to add what they know. So Mary had what? What did Mary have? A lamb. Was it a big lamb? Was it a small lamb? It was a little lamb. Yes, it was a little lamb. It was a little lamb. She had a little lamb. And then we would just kind of go through that. And then I would ask them finally, what words rhyme in this poem? And so can you tell me 2 words that rhyme in the poem? And of course we have the visual and they're reading it and all that stuff. Snow and go. Good job. Is there any others? Day and school. Let's try that again. Day, school. Do they sound alike? So we would go through the whole entire rhyming things. So we're looking for snow, go, day, play, and rule, school. And so we would get them through that. It's amazing that some kids are like great at rhyming and some aren't. So we differentiate however we needed to in our SPED classroom. And then that's all they wanted us to do, probably because they said not to go over a half hour with some of our SPED kiddos. It's hard to go fast through some of these lessons because some of them need the repetition. And so we are, of course, prepared for that and we know how to handle that. But I hope you're having a good summer, and I'm going to upload this and send this to your email if I can. Have a great summer, Kendall. I probably have more questions coming your way. Take care.